my goodness. Hello, guys, and welcome to round one of Vegas Madness.
So exciting.
I mean, listen, we're here. I'm Callie.
Jessica.
And we are Reality Check, here to give you all the Las Vegas and celebrity tea. But today we are working on Vegas Madness. Round one. Oh my God. This is crazy.
I'm so excited.
So just to kind of go over it, again, we kind of go and do a bunch of stuff throughout the whole entire year, and we pick our favorite spots. This year we had some voting involved. So thank you for voting.
Thank you for everybody that voted.
It's been a lot of fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, you would vote for this. Yeah. Over and over.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect.
It was, things kind of became clear.
Yes.
Like, clear winners just kind of showed themselves.
Yes.
It's been cool.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun, too, especially the participation. So we thank you for voting. Thank you. All right. So our first stop, Ole Red.
Ole Red.
Oh, my goodness. When we first got there, we did not enjoy them.
It was a shit show.
But they got their shit together.
They got their shit together, man.
And it's great. We filmed an episode there.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. Beautiful view.
I saw the Des Hostin band there. I saw the Rowdy Boys there. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's been a good little venue. So it's in front of the Horseshoe. What is that? The Bazaar shop?
The Grand Bazaar shops.
The Grand Bazaar shops. And I would say the kind of food is American classic food, cheeseburgers, steaks, you know. One thing they do with their cocktails and stuff is that you can pay for a souvenir glass.
Yep. I've got a couple of them at home. Yeah, you have one right here. Check it out.
I got a sangria. Oh, wow.
I actually, you know what's crazy is like you get like a cocktail for like what, $15-$16 then, and it's like in a regular cup.
Yeah.
But then if you just a couple extra bucks more and you get to take your
drink home
in a souvenir cup, like, I'm gonna do that.
And so you would dress casually because it's a country bar,
Yes.
And I will say it's like loud on the inside but nice on the outside, but also like I think it just depends if a band is playing, but bands are there all the time.
Yes, all the time.
So
they have like a day band, a midday band, like they got like a midday band, and then they have like I think maybe even like a 7 o'clock kind of a band, like they've got like and then they have like the headliner, and like that's a huge, like that's a thing. And so like their cocktails are $26 to $27, but that's with the to-go glass.
That's with the glass. So that's like your first one, and then you don't have to pay that again. But you get it's a nice mason jar too. I'm not gonna lie. I've put hot stuff and cold stuff in it. Yeah, it works really well.
Actually, the quality on their merch itself.
Yeah.
Like I still wear when I'm not wearing my like Taylor Swift pajama pants.
Yeah.
I spent $75 on a pair of sweatpants, and like a few washes later, and they are still the comfiest pair of sweats that I own.
Yeah.
And they say Ole Red on them, like yeah.
And they look cute too.
Top tier, man.
Yeah, exactly. Beers with the glass, $20 to $22, but without the glass is $14 to $16. And then food ranges from $20 to $80. Now the $80 one was like the big steak with the bone, like very fancy. So I mean, we had their cheeseburgers and stuff. I thought they were really good.
I had a club sandwich. I probably should have got the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Because they use like a giant piece of like sourdough bread. It's like this thick. So I had like one half of it and I was like, I'm so full.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, like the French fries are good. The fried pickles are good.
Yeah.
We had fried pickles when we recorded. That was really good. But yeah, so what are some insider tips we could give people? I mean, we love the gift shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a nice gift shop, good quality.
You know, so when you go like at night, like when they have like the big like headliner bands, what they'll tend to do is like they will take all those tables and they'll move them and create a dance floor.
I was wondering I was hoping they would do that. Yeah. You can't have a country bar without a freaking dance floor.
Right. Yeah. That was a thing. But so they do that. So like it does get really, really loud. Like really loud inside.
Yeah.
But on the patios, you can sit on the patios and you can still hear the band play.
Yes.
And so if you don't care about watching the band, I mean, and like the screen like goes all the way up the wall, so that every floor can see it. But if you don't care to see the band, or you just like want to listen to the music while having conversations, like the outside, the patio is like just
the way to go.
Yeah.
Also, I would say plan on just buying food there.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I noticed when we were just trying to have a cocktail on the rooftop, they're like, no, you need to buy food, which is fine. I was happy with fried pickles.
Yeah.
But like,
you can't just go and have a cocktail.
Yeah, I think it's a place
I think we also
to
had
go.
to. No, I think we had to. Did they tell us we had to have food?
Because we couldn't sit at a table.
Oh yeah.
And it was just easier to record that way. But like, honestly, I feel like if I'm just gonna plan on eating every time I go, anyways, and then kind of saves us
plan on getting
heartache.
appetizers or something over there, because it's like their meals are so big.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. Who's next, Jessica?
Oh my god, my new favorite tiki bar.
Yep.
There's a new tiki bar in town. It is called Stray Pirate. So
it looks so cool. It looks so cool.
Listen, Frank's Tiki Room and Golden Tiki. Listen, Stray Pirate be coming for you.
Wow.
Because here's the thing: is the service is like way better. First of all, like these, like better. It is so good.
Wow.
Like even when it's busy, like we sat down, looked at the menu for a few minutes, and boom, there was a server.
Nice.
And like they handed us, like there was like an extra, they gave us like a little lamp so we could see all the cocktails. Like it was like it was a whole thing.
It's an experience.
And we sat in that back corner and like by the bar, and we still had we had a server, but we still had like the bartender, like, you guys good over there? We're like, yeah, like it was
good.
They are very, very attentive over there.
I love it.
Whereas like I mean, I went I think when Ashley was in town, I went to Golden Tiki and I mean, it wasn't busy, so we did have like pretty good service, but it's like, even when like, I think when Dylan and Grace went, like it just, whatever, like it was super busy, but like Stray Pirate, I've been a few times and it was super busy most of those times.
Yeah.
And they were still very much like, here you go. Like they were right there for you. Yeah. And then we were like, oh, do you have anything on it? Like, is there a secret menu? Oh, yep, I have a secret menu. And then they will like torch some shit. Like, I mean, I know they do that at Golden Tiki
on Fire. We talked about that.
They do that at Golden Tiki too. But the thing is like these cocktails were also written by the staff. Like one of the bartenders who actually used to bartend at Vic's when we opened. He was our opening bartender. And his name is Alan, and he is there Tuesday through Saturday. So he's off Sunday, Monday. Okay. But he was like, yeah, like, this is my cocktail. Like, I wrote this, and I like to light shit on fire, and that's how you know it's like an Alan cocktail. I'm like, that's so funny, because that's how you know something's a Jessica cocktail. It's like when I light shit on fire.
No, and they've always been so supportive of everything too that we do, and like, I don't know. I mean, they're always, I don't know, they're so cool. The inside is so cool. So they're downtown. It is a pirate bar.
Yes,
it's a pirate bar.
I walk in. It is a pirate ship.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because you, it's like you're on, because it has like the little windows, and then there's like the that effect where it looks like you're underwater, and there's like fish. I'm not sure they're real. I don't know. I'm never usually at the bar or like that corner table.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fantastic. Like yeah.
What's your favorite thing to order there?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Because you get something different every time,
I get something different every time, because I'm trying to, kind of like how I was with like Oak and Ivy, where I got through their spring menu. Okay, now I got to get through their fall menu, like, I am still like working on like getting through their menu.
No,
I don't have like a favorite drink yet.
Yeah, I feel that. So their cocktails are $14 to $16, and their beers are $8 to $10. And I will say that's a downtown kind of like price range, which I like, because
Arts District,
exactly, because the things on the strip are definitely going to be pricey, and like it's definitely Fremont area prices. Any insider tips?
Actually, I think I parked at did I park at Don Juan's, and like there was like parking there, and we just kind of walked over. I think I remember doing that. I think I did that. I don't know. Just make sure you find a safe place to park. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
But they have like that sidewalk parking that's like right up near it. I just park there.
Yeah.
That's where I park.
Okay.
It's fine.
Very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this next nominee is one I experienced it, and I had so much fun there. It is Don't Tell Mama.
It was
Mama.
it was one of those, like, we had so much fun that we barely remember it.
Yeah, and we were just discussing this.
Sometimes, like, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Because you only have good memories.
Yeah.
Because we only had good memories. Yeah, so it's located on Fremont. What is that little...
The Neonopolis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's really, like, what we did was we were at Notoriety, because I think we saw Reckless in Vegas.
We saw Reckless in Vegas.
Past Vegas.
Which, by the way, is at Vic's.
Oh, is that Vic's? That's
March
right.
29th.
Hey, this will come out before then. Yeah. Yes, past nominee, Reckless in Vegas.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and then we went downstairs and partied at Don't Tell Mamas.
Yeah.
So, like,
we had fun. There was a lot of drinking. Kenny Davidson was there on the piano. Yes. And Emily, the showroom manager for the space, was there, and she sang Champagne Problems. Yes. And it was cool because I didn't get to experience that with Callie, but I got to experience it with her there. So it was like, it was great.
Thing. So yeah, I say it's like a piano karaoke bar because everyone does kind of karaoke. Or is that normally what it does?
It's kind of yes, but it's almost like, but it's karaoke in a sense that, like, only the professional singers get
only up. Good people get to
only
go
get
up. I feel that
from what I learned, because that was the first time and only time I've been, and that's what I learned. Is that all the best singers in town go up and sing, and then we're all like just in awe of how awesome everyone is.
I mean, it is so fun, and there's a couple karaoke places. So if you do want to sing karaoke, there's a couple places.
Cat's Meow is right there,
exactly, and they're blasting music, having a good time.
Yeah.
Dress casually. Mm-hmm. I think you would order classic cocktails. I mean, I don't think they had a cocktail menu.
I just remember us doing shots.
Yes.
I don't remember anything else. I just remember shots of tequila.
Tequila. Yeah, it's literally just tequila. Tequila for me. That's all I did. It was a good night. The pricing, I could not find pricing for you guys. I'm sorry. Just know it's affordable. It's Fremont.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would say it's probably around the same pricing as Straight Pirate. I'm going to be honest. So, and then any tips? Kenny plays there.
Go see Kenny Davidson.
Yeah, we love him. That's like our favorite. Oh, this is a Jessica favorite. Who is it?
Legacy Club.
No, my goodness. It's beautiful up there.
Oh, Legacy Club. I love Legacy Club so much.
Yes, it's at Circa.
Oh.
It is
so beautiful.
Gorge. It has got such an incredible view of the whole entire strip.
We went for our birthdays last year.
We sure did.
Oh, such a good time.
Did. And I gotta say, like, the whole thing is just sexy. The whole place is sexy. It's like... It's very Caletheia.
Yeah.
You have to dress up. Like, actually, they won't let you in if you don't.
Yeah.
So,
it was, so, like, they have a really, okay. So, first of all, like, mixologists.
Yes. They are,
like, I mean, like, craft fucking cocktails.
Yes.
Right? Their menu is elite. Like, and honestly... I've just been watching everybody else because I go straight to the build your own old fashioned as a bourbon girly.
Yeah.
So maybe next time I try something else.
I was like, I'm going to get myself a good red wine.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one of their good red wines because I'm a red wine girly. I can't drink too much bourbon.
So, I really enjoyed watching them make everyone else's cocktails. Yeah. You know, even just sitting at the bar is really cool. Like,
when Jessica and I went, she was talking with the bartender and she was like, "Oh, I do this. What was it? A rosemary?"
We have like a rosemary maple old fashioned at Vic's, which by the way now is called the CK old fashioned, and it's 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of smoked maple syrup, and cherry bitters.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then a toasted rosemary sprig.
Ooh. Yeah. That sounds fancy. But
or like a lit scorched rosemary.
Yeah, and so her Jessica and the mixologist were talking, and they were like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." So then he added something and cherry bark.
I had him add the cherry bark because I think he didn't have like regular cherry bitter, so he had cherry bark, and I was like, "Fine by me."
Yeah,
and I think it was. Did I also add like chocolate to it? I think I did something. I did something.
You had it your own way. I think you had it with the chocolate, and he was like, "Oh, but it would be so good." So he ended up adding the cherry into it, like on top of it, because he was like, "No, it's sounded too good not to do.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it was a good combination. But I just enjoy how they're open to be like, ooh, that's fun. Because clearly they're also, I mean, they're mixologists. They're playing, like, they want to, you know, they want to make
well,
it
you
nice.
know, it's because of Legacy Club. Like, here's the thing is, like, as like a budding mixologist and somebody who's like really like working hard to like be in that world.
Yeah.
I go to Oak and Ivy and Stray Pirate and places like Legacy Club, and I soak in those cocktails and that knowledge and like all the their techniques and the different things that they do. Like it's like, for me, it's like, yeah, it's fun to go for like everyone else, but for me, I'm like taking notes. And so because the last time we went, or when I went with you, I think at one point, there was another time I went and I ordered Demerara.
Ooh,
yeah, and that's a brown sugar simple syrup.
Ooh.
So
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I like this better. Yeah. So now, if you go see me at Jimmy Kimmel's, we have like the Jessica Old Fashioned, and that is what I use. I make the Demerara.
Yeah.
I bring in my own like brown sugar.
Ooh.
It's 2 cups of brown sugar to 1 cup hot water.
Oh, that's not
stir. That's pretty much.
Yeah.
And I use that in my old fashions, and they sell. So like, but it's I wouldn't have known to really do that or try that if it hadn't been for Legacy Club.
Yeah, and also like when they have your build your old fashions, like they have a list of things you can choose from too.
Yeah,
so
you choose your bourbon, you choose your sugar.
Yeah.
So you can choose between like simple syrup, maple syrup, Demerara, or agave.
Yeah.
And then you choose your bitters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was...
And then they figure out your garnish depending... Oh, so good.
It's so nice. Another thing that I wanted to say too, how much money is that in gold in that case? It's like $2 million or something
like that.
It's
yeah.
Like $2.5 million. There's like this
in
gold case in gold and that you can take pictures of. It's such a Vegas, like... Binion's $1 million thing that's just kind of fun. It's like on Fremont.
It's very elegant too, because then you have like then once you get off the elevator, they have all these busts of all these like
of all
these like
old
Vegas
people, who built the casinos and stuff.
Yeah, people the people who built Vegas, like they have busts of, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
And then like they've got like nice like tables like with a view of like the whole strip, and it's crazy because like one side's the strip and one side's the valley. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then you can go outside, and you can they have like tables that you can just stand at.
With fireplaces,
and then some of them have fireplaces. In the wintertime, when in the slow season, in the Vegas slow season, you're welcome to go sit at a table or with a fireplace. They will tell you like I always ask first, like, can I, is it okay? Like, can we go sit at one of those tables until like a reservation shows up? Yeah. And they're like, yeah, go right ahead. And like for Christmas, we went around Christmas. It was like the mid-December, right before for Andrew's birthday. And, we sat, they gave us the big round table with the big fireplace, and we sat around there and drinking, and then it did eventually get too cold, and so we did come back inside. Yeah. But it was still like, and we sat inside at a table, and it was just so like relaxing, and it's just such a chill but elegant place to be. And again, it was cool just watching the bar. Like, I just love it.
It's really nice. It's a really good vibe. It's very low lighting, very sexy.
So insider tip.
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Casual. You can get away with casual. They don't really like flip flops. Steer clear. Yeah. They did try to say something to me, and then I saw somebody with Jesus sandals come down the escalator and come down the elevator, and I looked at this lady and I was like, "Are you serious right now?" And she's like, "All right, go on up." And I was like, "Thank you."
It was your birthday.
It wasn't my birthday. It was December.
No, because you're
right. No, you're right. It was because me and Crystal and Nancy got super dressed up because we're going to Legacy Club. They wanted to get dressed up, and then turns out we didn't have to because it was like a Tuesday night. Yeah,
I will say I feel like on super slow days they definitely let you be more casual, but like when in doubt, dress up.
Yeah,
dress up. Also, just like And if you want a nice table outside, just reserve one. Like, make a reservation for a table. Like, when in doubt, make a reservation.
I think they still have like the sunset thing where you can, I think it's like $70 a person, I think. $75 a person. What do we got next?
Beerhaus.
Ooh.
We experienced this after we went to
the Aces game.
Another this year's Vegas Madness.
I feel like I got drunk at the Aces game.
I think that was the plan.
I think, yeah.
I took Eddie's.
We and then we had really good fries.
Oh, they were good.
And then
listen, there is something about T-Mobile Arena and their French fries. They're so good. I had them at the Golden Knights game too. Oh, they were so good.
But we'll get into that later.
But afterwards
we went to Beerhaus.
And they are like an American sports bar, but they like their specialty is beer. So they have hundreds of beers.
Great patio.
They had little games outside on the patio.
They had Jenga blocks on our table.
And kids can play on those blocks too. Because I was driving past it when I was over there one time, and the kids were playing out there.
As long as they're not in the bar area, you're solid.
Yeah. So that's nice to know, because that area is very I think it's pretty kid friendly in that area in general.
Yeah.
So dress casual. I mean, if you're there, order a beer. Read the room. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't have cocktail prices for you.
I
have them, but I don't have prices.
You know what's so funny is because I got the Cali Squeeze, right? Okay, so check this out. The last time I went to Ole Red, I was like, oh shit, that's a Cali Squeeze. You guys have Cali Squeeze. I learned that I love that beer at Beerhaus, and now I ordered it at Ole Red.
That's so funny. No, honestly, they had a lot of local beers too, which I really loved. I was like, cool. They also brought in some of those. So beers are $9.50 to $11. Food starts from $8 to $19. They do have a happy hour, which is pretty cool. Ooh. So it's 7 days a week from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then they also have another happy hour that starts at 9 p.m. But it's $7 drafts, $7 margaritas and Mai Tais, and selected food items. Ooh. I mean, it's a pretty good freaking deal on the strip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can't remember what beer I got, but it was so good. It was like a fruit beer.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it was so good. It's so good. And I just love beer.
Yeah.
Love beer, guys.
You know what's so funny is when I was at Ole Red and I was hanging out for my birthday actually, and I got the Cali Squeeze. Apparently, everybody knows my drinking habits because I make that joke about it all the time. But nobody ever sees a beer in my hand, right?
Honestly, yeah.
And no one ever sees me with a beer.
Yeah.
So the comments that were made to me when I got a beer and went to the table, it was like Manny, like one of my regulars from Vix, Mike Gunn, and like a couple other people. They were like, just for drinking beer? Yeah. And I was like, yeah. They're like, you've been drinking liquor all day, haven't you? And I'm like, I don't think I can handle more liquor. And by the way,
beer.
That whole liquor to beer, never been sicker or whatever. It's all a myth. It all gets broken down the same way. It's fine.
Oh, really?
It's all a myth. It's fine. It's fine.
I just know if I'm drinking,
because I definitely did not get sick. If that were the truth, then I would have gotten sick. Did not. And I was still doing shots with everybody. It was a whole thing. It was a great birthday.
It was a good birthday. Just got a good time.
It was a great birthday.
But yeah, so I just love the varieties of beer they have. I mean, it's just nice to be able to pick something local too. And also you can pick your regular and be boring. It's fine. You can do whatever. But yeah, dress casual, have fun, have a good time, go to a game at T-Mobile or, a show. Okay, now I went here. This one's my special ad.
Dude, I am so dying to go.
Oh, I want to go back.
I keep seeing it all over TikTok. I want to go so bad.
Oh my God, it's so good. I'll tell you all about it. But Winnie and Ethel's. Oh, I love saying it. Winnie and Ethel's. I want to go to Winnie and Ethel.
I want to go to Winnie and Ethel.
It's in the Huntridge Park. So that's Maryland Parkway, Charleston area. They're kind of revamping everything right now. And the restaurant is so gorgeous. It is just such a diner's dream. It's kind of like a throwback, a modern throwback. They, what I really loved about them was they have really cheap coffee. That's kind of their big thing that they're really promoting right now.
It's $2 or something like that.
Yeah. And so... but all the coffee mugs aren't all the same. It's just a bunch of like random coffee mugs that like you can tell they like thrifted from Goodwill, or like just a bunch of places.
That's so vintage and quaint.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, so it's like you got Looney Tunes, and you got a weird dad joke one, and you got a weird, you know, number one mom, and like they're all different sizes.
Almost like it's like home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what another really cute thing, at every table they have a photo from, I'm assuming, one of the owners as like children and stuff. So it's like family photos at each table. That's really different. Cool. And it's cute, and it's like people in the kitchen and in the living room, and like it's very homey, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so cute. It's so quaint. So their food is like American diner. I ordered this pot roast French dip. I'm not gonna lie, I changed my life. It was so good. I dream about it. It was so good. My mom ordered a breakfast burrito, and it was massive. It was like super delicious too, she said. And Vegas baby had French fries. I mean, he loves French fries, so that was easy. So it's casually dressed. They're really big on breakfast. Their breakfast looks so good. I'm just not a huge breakfast person, but like if we're going, let's order breakfast and lunch. Like we're ordering both. Let's do it.
You know what? We should just do that. Like, and we'll just share.
Yeah, because Vegas baby will have something too, and then we can get 3 things. It's fine.
Cool.
So food pricing, I don't know if they serve alcohol. They might serve beer, if I remember correctly. Maybe
beer and wine.
Yeah,
they probably only have a license for that.
Yeah, like very basic. But food's $11 to $20, so very reasonably priced. I remember like when Mom and I ate, it was like very reasonably priced, and we went there before we went to the Mom Museum, because I mean it's not like super duper close, but it's like close enough to where like I could hit there and then there.
I mean, it's not far from like the Haunted Museum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like right down the street.
I mean, honestly. So and then what is my insider tip? I don't know, it's just so cozy. I definitely would assume it would get very hectic and crazy during brunch and breakfast times. Like, definitely be mindful. The parking is very weird. Like parking is kind of scarce. But I will say it's such a classic park in Vegas, and where I used to have to park to go to high school at LVA, you'd have to pass there, and then you go down a couple streets, and then you turn into the parking lot. So that little area of town is very sentimental for me, because I'm like, oh, I used to come here every day in high school. Rain and snow. It didn't snow.
But I had to walk 15 miles in the snow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
But it's just it's sweet. But yeah, it's delicious. Yummy, yummy, yum. Another Jessica favorite.
Oh my God.
Another Jessica favorite. Who is it?
Oh my God, I can't wait to bring you here. Because I should probably make reservations for that soon.
Insider tip, actually
that's because like when I want to take you, it's going to be a very busy fucking day, so I should probably already make those very soon.
Yes.
So we're talking about the Mayfair Supper Club.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's inside the Bellagio.
Oh my God,
it's beautiful on the outside.
So amazing. I went for my birthday. Shout out to Paula Maggio for taking me. It was so funny because it was after that whole Brandon thing where he like all over the internet, and then Paula was like, "That's awful. Hey, what are you doing for your birthday?" And I was like, I don't know. She's like, "Do you want to go to the Mayfairs?" And I said, Yes, I do. Actually, I don't think it happened quite that way. She's like, "Let me take you to dinner. Where do you want to go?" And I said, "Mayfair."
Yeah, that's where I went.
100%. So now our reservation was for like 6:00. We got there really early. We got there like 5, and they went ahead and sat us.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we would have waited till 6
because those things start at 6:15.
So I mean, there was still like a singer and everything, but it wasn't busy. There wasn't really much. I didn't really get to experience like the real Mayfair dinner scene. So I plan on doing that.
Yes.
But it was still like amazing.
Yeah.
They have our server was so funny because like we got handed like the regular menu, and then we got handed the prefix menu, and then we got handed the cocktail menu. Ooh. And he's like, "Welcome to Mayfair, land of 1,000 menus." But it was just it was great. It was beautiful. They sat us we had like a fountain view spot. Ooh. So like I had like Paula took some pictures of me, right? And in the background, right behind me was the Eiffel Tower with the fountains going off at the same time.
Yeah, it's
like
gorgeous.
It was so perfect.
Yeah.
And the staff, and what, like, I think I told our server, or not even our server, one of the entertainers came over and said something, and I was like, yeah, like Jen De La Torre works here. Like she's like does like the Mayfair After Dark, and they were like, oh my god, we love Jen. I'm like, who doesn't? Like everybody loves Jen. I adore her. Yeah. And then like I brought up how I, used to do like Extreme Live with her and Justin, and we just had a whole conversation about Jen. So shout out to Jen. So because of that, I got some VIP shit that day. They took, I think I had like 4 birthday celebrations within the time that I was sitting there. Right. So I got, okay. So first of all, I went ahead and did the prefix menu. The prefix menu was what, like $100, $120, something like that. Yeah. Worth it.
Yeah. Appetizer, entree,
and dessert. Yeah. But the thing is like, okay, so I think I got like a Caesar no, I got the caprese salad and Paula got Caesar, and then we just kind of like shared. Yeah. And then I got a steak, and the steak comes with mashed potatoes. Now, mind you, like it's a New York steak and it is massive. Yeah, it was. Now, depending on like the temperature of the steak, like if you want to get like a steak that's like well done, it's gonna shrink, right? The longer you cook it. Yeah. So I asked for mine blue. Oh yeah, I like mine rare. Where they basically just slap it on the grill for 2 seconds and then hand it to you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, 100% do that. Absolutely do that. And then you get a side of mashed potatoes. Now the mashed potatoes comes on a separate plate. In fact, it actually comes in its own pot. That's so funny. So it's still warm. Yeah. It's still hot and in a pot. And you just eat your mashed potatoes out of a pot. Yeah. It was awesome. And then my dessert was like this like chocolate sundae, or like it was like a brownie sundae kind of thing. It was huge. Yeah. But it said like happy birthday on it. Right. And then like the staff comes out and they take me on this like journey like around the around my like area. And then they took me into the kitchen, right? Where I had to like say some magic words to the kitchen. They said some magic words back. And I know that sounds really crazy. I mean, it wasn't very much like, it's an experience. Hi, kitchen. And they're like, fuck you for me. Like it wasn't anything like that. It was just like, it was fun. It was a great time. Yeah. And then at the end of my little tour of the kitchen, they handed me the world's smallest ice cream cone because I didn't have enough ice cream sitting in front of me, right? Yeah. So, and then I'm like holding my little ice cream cone and I like take pictures with the staff. And so I'm finishing up my cocktails. Our cocktail menu is like not so much extensive, not really. Yeah. But I did manage to get a really good one. Yeah. And then so we like finish up our meal and we're just kind of like watching the show for a little bit. There is a 2-hour time limit on your table. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. We have that at Fix. Just so everybody knows, we have a 2-hour time limit. It's a thing. So we got there at 5, so we needed to be done by 7. Yeah. To get ready for the next round of seating. So we're finishing up our stuff. Like they come back. Like the staff comes back with like this like plant, I don't know what, like shrubbery, like this heart garland like shaped shrubbery thing, and I took pictures with that. And like it was just like, and they used like a little like Polaroid, it was a whole thing. I was like fun. How many birthday, like I'm wondering if they just do like each table, like when they do like birthday things or like anniversary things, they just do like one thing or whatever for the table. But they gave me all of the things. Oh my goodness. Like I got all of the things, and I was like, because it has to be exhausting to do all of those things for every birthday that has like a birthday or an anniversary. Yeah, that's exhausting. So like, so I thanks Jen De La Torre. I'm so glad we're friends.
It's sweet. I mean, it's so beautiful. The music's incredible.
God! On the way out, like we're like walking out, and all of a sudden, I hear this like bluesy, like jazz version of Toxic.
And you're like, sold.
I was like,
sold.
hold on, I can't leave yet.
Sold.
And I can't leave yet. So I'm like, I'm trying not to be in the way, holding my phone up. Like, it's very, and again, it is a supper club, right? So everyone is like in their, what is it? What do you call it? Like,
I would say very just like glamour, like
very glamorous, and then like the guys wearing like pinstripes and suspenders,
very 1920s
and bowler hats. Like it just
yes. So that means dress up, guys. This is a nice restaurant. Be nice, look nice.
Yeah,
like you're going to dinner and a show.
Yeah,
like, truly, you're going to dinner and a show.
See, but that's another thing. That's another thing with a place where it's like on the higher end. Take my money.
Yes.
Take my money. Worth it. You like I'm okay when I have like a spot like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying for it.
Yeah, exactly. And so I will say cocktails are $22 to $40. Food, I will say,
take my money.
Yeah, exactly. Food is $24 to $500. Now that $500 is caviar. So like, read the room. It's caviar. It's expensive. So, but you could get food. I mean, like, honestly, it's a nice dinner out. It's a dinner and a show. You can't go to a Cirque show and go to dinner for anything cheaper.
Dude, it's basically like a Cirque show in dinner. Like, you are like,
yes.
They have aerial dancers.
Exactly.
Like, so they have aerial dancers. So you're like sitting there enjoying your meal, and there's a fucking aerial dancer above. Like, you cannot, like,
you can't compete.
Take my money.
Like, so I mean, it's so worth it. But I would say insider tip, book that reservation early. Just if you're planning on going, fucking book it. And like, you have to pay a $50 deposit. And listen, I kind of learned the hard way. I try to go a different route because, my husband works for MGM. It worked out fine for our group because we ended up wanting to chit chat with each other and not see a show. But like, messed it up because I didn't have my shit together.
Yep.
So and I even tried to rebook it like a week in advance. It was gone. It was wild. But so book early. Speaking of birthdays, I went to a wonderful little restaurant called Boulevard Grille. It is on Water Street in Henderson. And I just love Water Street to begin with.
I love Water Street too.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it that one time.
Yeah, we got to do it again. Because there's so many new like little, well, not really.
Dude, I took Crystal over there one year.
Yeah.
The year that we got tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, because we went to Juan's Flaming Fajitas.
Yeah.
And we just like we started at Gold Mine Like we
did the thing. It's fun down there. It's cute. It's quiet. It's,
Yeah.
Like, so it's on Water Street. So it's a steakhouse seafood type vibe. They kind of had a little bit of everything. Nathan fell in love with their fish and chips. He's like, these are the best fish and chips in town. And he doesn't say that lightly because the boy loves fish and chips. I got a steak and it was delicious. Like, honestly, for the price of everything too, it was so great. And they also had local beers because the breweries are right there. Mm-hmm. So they had a couple of the breweries. So I got to try a couple beers. Their cocktails are $10 to $14. Beers are $5 to $9. Wine is $6 to $22 a glass, or $36 to $280 for the bottle. And then the food is $6 to $44. And I will say the prices are different because it's on Water Street in Henderson. Henderson. Yeah, it's in Henderson. So obviously the prices are much different than a couple other places. But it is so good. And you know what? It's like very like modern. It felt very European in there. I know that sounds really weird, but it just like felt very...
I mean, you got fish and chips.
Yeah. But like, it was just, I don't know how to explain it. It's
the amount of fish and chips I eat in London every day for a week.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. But yeah, it was delicious. Vegas baby had a great time. The interior's gorgeous and it's a nice little place. And like, even a couple people that that we follow on Instagram and stuff, they follow them too. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, oh, and they really like him too. I mean, the people voting for him, I love it. It's been fun to see because I definitely didn't think that like a lot of our friends would know about him.
Yeah.
And then they do.
Yeah.
So that was it. Yeah. But yeah, delicious.
Oh my God, it's time, Jessica.
Oh my God. What time is it?
It is time to announce the winner of round one.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And the winner is... Stray Pirate!
Oh, yes! Congratulations! Congratulations! Welcome to the next round.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Snowy Pirate. I mean, so much fun. Like we said, we had so much fun there. The people are great. The bartenders are great.
Love it.
The
whole atmosphere, and like there's like a little like if you look at the pirate flag, there's like a little like it's like dog prints. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. They got really cute merch. It's great.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Congratulations.
All right. Well, that was round 1, guys.
Oh man,
what's gonna happen in round 2?
I don't know. That's gonna get dicey.
This is just too crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you next round. Bye.